All right there, Miss V.S. It's me. Good old Morris, yes. At your service, yes. And I am here to share with you my garden. Morris's Tropical Gigolo Gardens, to be exact. This video is just for you. There, Miss V.S. Over here on the northwest side of Detroit, baby. As you can see, I had dug one half of this front yard with this garden last year with my shovel, and I took it to the goddamn ground. Now I'm ready to tear up the whole other side of the front yard, Miss V.S. As you can see, I have dug up 1/4 of this yard here. Okay. And I'm gonna put a pond here, a aqua blue pond with a fountain in the middle, and I'm gonna name it Lake Morris, yes. And I'm gonna call the state of Michigan and have them motherfuckers up there to declare my pond, yes, as an official lake, yes, Lake Morris, for the state of Michigan, baby. Let me step out here there, Miss V.S., and let me show you Morris's, yes, Tropical Gigolo Gardens over here on a property that I own. I don't live here. I just own this property. This property has been vacant, yes, for the past 10 years. Bought this house about 22, 23 years ago, back in the 90s, for my sister and her 2 twins. And this house has been vacant since about 10 years ago. And I'm ready to do something with this property. I began this garden here, there, Miss V.S., last summer. And here we are. Lovely world-class hybrid tea roses. Only world-class hybrid tea roses, and every one of these roses here, there, Miss V.S., are very, very powerful in their strong, beautiful fragrances. Yes. Starting with this Chrysler Imperial Hybrid Tea Rose, world-class rose. Here's another Chrysler Hybrid Tea Rose here. Beautiful, deep, dark, velvety red rose with just a velvety red, dark red wine-colored hybrid tea rose with a sweet citrusy, sweet lemonade fragrance with a powerful damask scented, that kind of hint of red wine fragrance on this really intensely fragrant, lovely Chrysler Hybrid Tea Rose. This Chrysler Imperial Hybrid Tea Rose won its top honor at the American Rose Society in 1953 and the most coveted Alexander Gamble Awards for Best Form and Fragrance in 1964-63, somewhere around there. This lovely Chrysler Imperial Hybrid Tea Rose, which is the mother rose to the #1 rose in the world, which is another deep dark red velvety rose. This is Mr. Lincoln here, and here's another Mr. Lincoln here to get a good picture of what these Mr. Lincolns look like. Notice the similarity in colors that this Mr. Lincoln has with the beautiful Chrysler Imperial. They're almost identical in color. This Chrysler Imperial is the mother rose to this Mr. Lincoln Hybrid Tea Rose. Highly fragrant, just a fruity, strong lemony, raspberry, blueberry, blackberry, fruity hybrid tea rose with a hint of red wine. This damask scented Mr. Lincoln Hybrid Tea Rose. And then we have this Pope, yes, Pope John Paul II Hybrid Tea Rose. Never ever liked those white roses, yellow roses, but I had to add this one all up in the mix when I smelled this rose. This rose has a beautiful citrusy, beautiful lemonade fragrance, very similar to the Chrysler Imperial Hybrid Tea Rose. Here's my wonderful Firefighter Hybrid Tea Rose. This is an American rose. Well, no, this rose is really from France. These lovely hybrid tea roses. This lovely Firefighter rose here. This rose is famous for its powerful, powerful sweet fruit punch fragrance. Like a big old pitcher of good old fruit punch. These lovely, tall, very handsome firefighter hybrid tea dark red roses. Beautiful dark red color. And as we go over here, we're going to get into the really dark Oklahoma. This Oklahoma hybrid tea rose is such a beautiful, deep, dark, black, red hybrid tea rose. Dark red wine colored, exquisite fragrance, sweet, lemon, blueberry, raspberry. Smells very much like the Mr. Lincoln. There is a slight difference though. And here's another Chrysler Imperial. Yes, I've gone Chrysler Imperial crazy. This is my go-to rose. Love her because she's a deep dark red, the way I like it, and such a very, very, very fast bloomer. Okay, another Chrysler Imperial. Yes. Here's another Mr. Lincoln hybrid tea rose there, Miss VS. Over here at Morris's Tropical Gigolo Gardens. I've got these salmon pink. They're showing up on the camera much lighter than what they are. This is a beautiful salmon pink climbing rose. For these climbing roses, you have to add these bamboo canes there and tie them up because they have such narrow canes, and well, they grow so tall, they will go limp. So you do have to have some help aids, yes, with this lovely America, right? It's called the America's Climbing Rose. Beautiful fragrance, very unusual for a rose. This thing has a clove fragrance. And just check out that Mr. Lincoln right there from a distance. And then over here, here's another Mr. Lincoln. I've gone Mr. Lincoln crazy. And this Lasting Love hybrid tea rose here. And notice the shiny leaves. This is such a disease-resistant hybrid tea rose, and you can see this swirl design in this lovely rose. This rose here is a powerful, this could be the most powerful fragrant rose out here, this Lasting Love hybrid tea rose. It is a beautiful dark mahogany red, dark mahogany pink. At the same time, there's like swirls of pink, of mahogany pink and mahogany red. So this is a very, very rare color and a very beautiful, beautiful hybrid tea rose, the Lasting Love. And in just a few weeks, there's going to be more rose canes popping up. I had to reprune this one as well as this one, if you notice right there. Let me see. If you look here, you can see that red baby ready to explode with a long cane full of roses. And I've got about 5 other ones hidden under all of this mulch here because I had to reprune them. Over here you're looking at the Don Juan climbing rose that produces hybrid tea roses. Yes, the Don Juan climbing rose. This is the Morris rose because there's a whole lot of Don Juan, yes, in me. And let's look at these beautiful dark red roses here. Beautiful black sheens and just a lovely dark red rose. These roses, they have a beautiful fragrance, a very strong sugary, yes, a strong sugary sweet strawberry fragrance in these lovely Don Juan hybrid tea roses. Has that kind of strawberry kind of fragrance here. And let's look at the garden here from this angle. Here, Miss VS, yes. And this video is dedicated, yes, to you, Miss VS. I saw you just sit back and enjoy the peacefulness and the serenity that you found out there in your own backyard. And I'm feeling that same kind of peace and serenity over here in my front yard. These trenches that you see here, I dug this up and I'm going to put these really wide, very modern, architectural designed pavers to separate this side from the garden over here. My lovely Oklahoma. Yes, and it's really going to be very modern and very nice. I'm going to line. Let me go over here and show you this idea that I have here. I plan to design, yes. Oh, I'm sorry, to line the whole front yard. Got a porch over here with the white stone. And that white stone would look good up against the front of this crib. Wow, look at this mess down here that I have to clean up. Hey, this place has been vacant for 10 years. Okay? I've dug all of this up, and I'm going to dig all of this up here and line this up with some beautiful roses. Yes, up against the house. And this is facing south, so it gets plenty more sun over here than you get in the front. And if you notice, I have these roses pushed out, not up against the house. This house is facing east, so it does not get as much sun as the side does that faces south. So I had to push these roses up front. They would not get the required amount of sun that they need up against your house. So I had to move them up. And what a beautiful design. And I did this here. Before I could plant any of these roses, I'm going to grab my tiller. Just give me a minute. 1 minute. I'm going to show you how I dug it up and cultivated all of this soil that you see here. The soil had to be cultivated in order to be able to plant. So just 1 second, and I'll be right back with you.